Hi, I'm Nikki from the Fabulous Life Builder, and today we are going to discuss the big question that a lot of people ask is why the dismissive avoidant partner is scared of commitment. So, people who are dismissive avoidants or even fearful avoidant with a heavy DA lean live by, their feelings minus their fears. So a DA has a lot of fears. So even if they have feelings, say up to a 10 for you, so like a 10 up here, if they have fears that are at a level 10, then that brings you down to being an actual 0 with them, and that's going to make them probably pull away. One of their big fears is vulnerability, and vulnerability is required to develop closeness and maintain a relationship. If they are afraid to open up and actually be seen by their partner because they think their partner might reject them, if they see them for who they really are, they're going to naturally want to pull away and protect themselves and hide themselves. Also, most DAs have been neglected emotionally in some way, shape, or form in childhood, and dealing with feelings doesn't feel so good for a DA. DAs also can strongly believe that only they should be able to meet their own needs. Their partner is not responsible and should not be meeting their needs. They have gotten so used to having to meet their own needs for everything in their childhood, and asking someone in adulthood, to meet their needs, that's like considered a big no-no. This can also lead to relationship imbalances where they are, they're meeting their own needs and they're meeting their partner's needs, but their partner is not meeting their needs. So when their needs are only being met by themselves and not by somebody else and their partner, they can see meeting other people's needs or their partner's needs sometimes as a chore. Their needs are not being met also can lead up to a slow buildup of resentment. There is also the problem where most DAs don't even know what their needs are due to their repressed feelings. So when a need does go unmet, they can start to feel unrest from it, but don't have the self-awareness to know what it is and will connect it with the relationship. If they leave the relationship, then it should end the bad feelings instead of knowing there was an unmet met, needs that should be filled and what it is and how to get it met and how to ask their partner for it. People who are DA never were able to have good modeling on how to deal with conflict, and they don't know how to deal with it or are afraid to even deal with it. Conflict, even in the smallest amount, usually indicates to them that the relationship is done and their partner is not compatible. Conflict is scary to them. Even a little argument, well, most people could work through it. The DA never learned those skills, and therefore interpret it as incompatibility and that their partner is now not safe because this conflict could come up again. This is many times why they find fault in their partners, looking for any reason why they are not compatible and should leave. Not feeling safe to deal with conflict is also why many times they think they should find and only commit to a partner who is 100% compatible in every way for them. If they find that they are not aligned perfectly, even over something small, they will find fault with that and see it as a potential conflict that will arise in the future. I think avoiding conflict also causes them not to show up as their true selves in the relationship, and they're showing their partner a false side of themselves in order to keep the peace. They will do things they otherwise don't like to do, and they will tell you that it's fine when inside themselves it's not. They even known to lie to their partner if they think that the truthful answer is going to come up with a conflict. They're not necessarily trying to deceive you. They're just trying to avoid a conflict. Also, DAs have a core wound of I am trapped, and they greatly value their autonomy. A relationship can threaten their autonomy big time and trigger them to feel trapped. They can have many stories running in their head about feeling trapped and obligated to being in a relationship, and will pull away to try to regain their autonomy again. So these are some of the reasons why most people who have a dismissive avoidant attachment style have a fear of commitment. Many of these are at the subconscious level that most DAs are not even aware of that they're doing. It's because they didn't have the proper modeling growing up on how to deal with these issues and hadn't been taught much emotional literacy. Also, learning how to repress their feelings leads to them not knowing even what their needs are. So a lot of this stuff, they're not even aware that they're really doing it at a conscious level. If you are a DA and these might sound familiar to you, or maybe you would like to explore deeper into why you're always pulling away but don't fully understand it, then you can always DM me on Instagram about one-on-one coaching. If you have any questions about the topic or have any suggestions about anything else you would like to see covered, please leave a comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to learn more about DAs, getting in touch with your subconscious attachment style, and basically just growing a better relationship with yourself and with other people to grow a fabulous life. Thanks for watching, and hopefully this was helpful and gave some insight to you. And if you can make me one promise today, promise me you are going to do at least one thing that can move you towards your most fabulous life. Promise me that.